Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about how to build your credit part 2. So in part 1 in my previous video I was telling you all how to establish credit line, revolving credit line or installment credit line if you have no credit. And again I'm talking about people who has no credit or who has low credit score because they have no credit history, not because they have poor credit, because they have damaged credit. It's different story. Again, it's big difference between building your credit and rebuilding your credit. It's two different way to do them. We are going to talk now at least about build your credit. You have no credit history, you're establishing new credit. So in my previous video, I advised everyone who has no credit and looking to build the credit to start getting revolving accounts, which is I explained as either secure the credit card or check Capital One website, run pre-qualification request for a credit card and most likely be approved for or pre-approved for the platinum card and just get this card and use it. Another one I said about installment loan. You can just easily go to self-lender and everyone is approved as long as you can verify your identity. And installment loan will help you so much to rebuild your installment credit. So how to maintain a good credit when you build your credit? How you maintain the right way to build this credit? It's not like just open a revolving account or open an installment account and you're good to go. No, there is another way. I will be talking about it in just a second. So, having one revolving account and one installment account in your credit to start with, it's good to start building your credit, but it's not enough. You will need to have more than 2 or 3 revolving accounts at least, reporting every month, and 1 or 2 installment credit line should be enough. But today I'm gonna talk more about the revolving account, how you can get more revolving accounts while building your credit without affecting your credit. Because you know when you are going to get credit card to add more revolving accounts, you are going to waste inquiries. You are going to apply, the creditor will place an inquiry in your credit file, and it's something you need to avoid so much if you are in the process of building your credit. Every inquiry will lower your score 3 to 5 points and no guarantee for approval, especially if you are building your credit, you don't have good credit yet. So there's plenty of websites might offer you a pre-qualification request and will tell you if you're most likely to be approved or not. One of them again is Capital One. Even if you have a credit card with Capital One, you still can apply for another card after 3 months. So let's say you get your credit card with Capital One or any bank, but I'm more specific about Capital One because I am really trying to give you the easiest way to build your credit without go shopping around. So after 3 months of getting your platinum credit card or secure the credit card with Capital One, making payment at time, keeping your utilization low, and not applying anywhere else, I'll go back to CapitalOne.com and run a pre-qualification for another card. And most likely they will come back with another offer. Another offer might be the Quicksilver, which is it's still for people who are building their credit and they have average credit. If you are pre-qualified for this offer, I'll go ahead and apply, and most likely they will approve me. But you need to remember, Capital One will pull from 3 credit bureaus. It's not gonna be 1 inquiry, it will be 3 inquiry in each credit bureau, which is not bad really. If you do like 1 inquiry every 3 months, it's not gonna affect you that much. So this is one way or another way to get another revolving credit while you're building your credit. And remember, while you're building your credit and your credit score is raising, you are going to get a lot of pre-approval letters from creditors to apply for the credit card. The most famous creditors they look after people who are building their credit is First Premier Bank, Indigo Credit, and Merrick Bank. Okay, you need to avoid First Premier Bank. You don't need First Premier Bank for this reason. First Premier Bank APR is 36%. They have processing fees of, I believe, $95. Plus, they have annual fees of $125. So let's say you went by Premier Bank, you accept the offer, they give you $500 credit line. Remember, it's not all for you. $95 go to the bank for processing fees. $125, I believe, will go for first annual fees. So you probably barely will have access to $300 credit line. Plus, if you use it, you have 36% of APR. So you really don't need it. There is always cheaper way to build your credit, an easiest way. Indigo, it's almost similar to it. But Merrick Bank, they have two credit cards. Secured credit card, and they have the card that it's unsecured when you double your credit line after 7 months, I believe, from making one-time payment. If you get Merrick Bank, the unsecured credit card offer, I'll go for it. I'll apply for it. It has low APR. It's good credit card. Annual fees is nothing really much, probably $30, and it's good to use because you're gonna have access to double line every 7 months. So why not? I will go with Merrick Bank if I receive this offer. And you cannot apply for it without getting offered. It's only by offer. And I'm talking about the unsecured line, not the secured line. We're trying to avoid secured line. I'm trying to help you to build your credit without putting money out of your pocket. Otherwise, you can get secured credit card. Most of banks offer it really. Another way to get revolving credit line while you're building your credit. There is something they call store card. Store card, it's credit card you can only use in the store or in like a chain of stores. So store card mostly offered by banks like Synchrony Bank, used to be GE Capital Bank, or Community Bank or Community Capital Bank. Nothing wrong with the store card really, especially with Synchrony Bank or Community Bank. Most of the store card are no annual fees, so you don't really pay anything if you don't use it. They kind of have high APR, around between 20 to 27%. Nothing wrong with getting a store card, but remember, you can also get a Master or Visa card if you want to avoid getting store card. Store card, the offered by Synchrony Bank, there is no way to find if you are pre-qualified or approved until you put a credit application. Most likely you might be approved if you have at least 6 months of good payment history, you don't have so much inquiries, you don't have delinquent or collection. And we are talking about people who are building their credit, so you shouldn't have any of these. If you follow my steps by not getting so much inquiries on your credit file, making payments at time and keeping utilization low, guarantee within 6 months you can get any of this credit card. It's so easy. Community Bank, there is a way you can find if you are pre-approved before you put an inquiry in your credit file. You need to go to one of these websites or online stores that they offer Community Bank credit card and create an account like Wayfair, HSN, Victoria's Secret, Jessica London. I believe there is too many websites. You just need to create an account with them online, put your information, your name, your address, make sure all your information is accurate, and go pick up anything from the store online like small item, make sure it's $100 or more, and go through like go to checkout, put your information again, the address, the billing address, and normally it will have a pop-up come and say, hey, congratulations, you're pre-approved for HSN credit card, Wayfair credit card, and all they will ask you to accept offer. Most likely you will be approved. And most of the time, actually, when you hit accept offer, they ask you for the last 4 digits of your social security number. They're not going to pull your credit as a hard inquiry. It will be also a soft pull, not guaranteed, but most of the time work. So you are getting a credit line without having a hard inquiry most of the time. And Community Bank really offer a credit line for people with poor to fair credit easily, and it will help you absolutely to build your credit, and it's an option if you want to go with. Don't just sit on your computer and start applying here and there because you're building your credit. It's the wrong way to build your credit. These inquiries will stay in your credit file up to 2 years. It's not going to affect your credit score for more than 1 month, but creditor will look at it as risk. let's say you applied for a credit card and everything is fine, you have low utilization, good payment history for 6 months, but if you have too many credit inquiries in your credit file the last 6 months, or some of them they go last year, some of them go last 2 years really, the bank will consider you as risk. Why? Because he will see that you are seeking for credit, so you are short on cash, you don't have money, you just want credit, you know. So he's not gonna lend you money. He will be like, probably doesn't have money to pay me back, so he will take you as a risk really. So do not waste credit inquiries. There is no need, if you're building your credit, to waste credit inquiries. Just follow the step I'm giving you and you should be just good to go, trust me. Another way to get revolving credit line with pre-qualification offer, discoverit.com. Discover Card, their website offer pre-qualification soft inquiry. They will tell you if you pre-qualified for one of their credits. Normally Discover have a requirement of good to excellent credit really. Sometimes they do for fair credit, but they also have secured credit line. It's an option, but as I said, you can always get a credit card without putting money. So if you want to go with Discover, it's cool card, has a lot of rewards, has a lot of rebates, and low APR. It has no annual fees. They offer student credit card as well, so it's an option for you. All you need to do, discover.com, run a pre-qualification request, and we're good to go from there. Also, Citibank offer pre-qualification offers, but Citibank is for people who has good to excellent credit. I will not consider Citibank unless I have at least 1 to 2 years of good payment history. Less than that, you're wasting your time, you're really wasting an inquiry. Even if your offer came back with a pre-qualified offer, when you run your pre-qualification, if you know you have less than 1 year good payment history, I will not apply for Citibank or Chase Bank or even Bank of America. They really require a year and more of good payment history, low utilization, low inquiries, good income to approve you for any unsecured credit line they offer. So at the end of my video, I will just want to talk a little bit about everything I said in my video. So in month 0, I will get one card from Capital One and use it for at least 3 months before I start running pre-qualification request. The second revolving credit line I might be able to get after 3 months of good payment history with Capital One is most likely will be also with Capital One using another credit card. In month 6, I can risk it and apply for Synchrony Bank credit card. You can do Amazon credit card. Everyone uses Amazon today, and the Synchrony Bank offer Amazon store card. It's very useful and has, I believe, reward on it. And why not apply for it? Most likely will be approved if you have 6 months good payment history and low inquiries. Amazon store card is very sensitive for inquiries. You can have everything fine, but if you have so much inquiries, they might not approve you. And again, do not waste inquiries, you don't really need it. If you are getting pre-qualification offer or pre-approval letters in the mail, ignore First Premier Bank, ignore Indigo card, too many cards. Please read before you accept any offer. What's my APR? Do I have processing fees? Do I have annual fees? How much it is? You don't need to pay out of your pocket to build your credit. I'm giving you an easy way to do it honestly for free, and you can get cash back that you can use. So try to add a revolving credit line every 3 to 6 months to your credit file. All you need really is 3 revolving credit line and 2 installment loan to build good to excellent credit within 2 years. So today I was only talking about revolving credit card, how you get more revolving line to build your credit. In my next video, I'm going to give you an easy steps to get installment loan, more installment loan that you can use, pay at time to build your installment credit. So please subscribe, hit the like button. If you have any question, in the comment, and wait for my next video. Y'all have a good day and be blessed.